Hi, I'm Chris. I'm here with Megan, and we're going to talk to Graham about the 12 steps. And Graham's picked a step he's going to talk about how it can be useful in someone's recovery, amongst all the other steps. So, Graham, which step did you want to talk about?
Hey, I want to talk about step 10, which is get on with your life. It has been an important step for me, a part of my recovery. It's all about sort of doing those things that could potentially help you, despite the way that you feel. There's a good sort of saying about not waiting for that sunny day, yeah, when everything's great. It's about carrying on, keep doing those things that potentially work for you. There was a time in the past when I just thought, well, the illness, the condition will just go away one day. Yeah, that'll be it. And I'll wake up one morning and everything will be back to normal and I can carry on. Yeah? And in the meantime, I've just got to endure this. But step 10 was quite a sort of revelation, really, that it is about keep doing things despite the way that you feel that you can still do things, keeping up those things like relationships, friendships, keeping your support networks going, trying to do work if you can. For me, it was doing voluntary work, that sort of thing there. I wasn't quite ready for paid work, but doing voluntary work for me was getting on with my life. Yeah, doing something positive there. So it's all those what we might call lifestyle things, those social things there, called the term social determinants of well-being, keeping all those things going there, because they can be really beneficial to our recovery and mental well-being. So getting on with your life is a really important step for me. When things aren't so good, still doing those things that potentially work for me.
Well, yeah, it's tempting, isn't it, to try and, like you say, wait until you're better. And I say, certainly from my experience, and I think from yours, better's always around the corner, isn't it? So it's about adapting and trying to make changes, and it might not necessarily be the life that you had before you became unwell either. So again, just to, I suppose, to steal from modern parlance, it's trying to find the new normal, isn't it? Adapt to that, really.
And then there might be other opportunities coming up, you might find there, and which you can take advantage of, which weren't there in the past, So the importance of getting on with your life, keep doing the things, that you've been doing, and trying one or two new things as well, despite
moving forward,
definitely,
Put your life on hold, waiting for the, I suppose, like you say, clearer skies to come, isn't it? Really, it's just moving forward.
That's right, yeah.
I think with most of the other steps, I'm rubbish at this one. I am murdered for if I'm having, even if it's just a low day or I'm feeling anxious, or I just wait. I do try and wait it out, and I think that could really get me in a bad cycle of waiting.
Yeah.
I'm just consciously clocking that right now, that I do that. I do go, not today, I'll put that off, that off.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll have more energy in a few days for it, or...
I mean, sometimes just for a day or so, it's not too bad. I mean, everybody gets the bad days, don't you? And you think, not today. But I think certainly with some of our mental health conditions, you're talking months and years. I think it's become a bit more detrimental if you do put on hold. But then, I suppose it's just a saying, isn't it? Tomorrow never comes, really.
Yeah. I think there was a sudden, sort of awareness of that, when I was quite unwell for all those years, that it wasn't going to go away just like that. It was, this is something I've got to accept as part of my life now, and what can I do? How can I try and improve things? What little things, can I do there? So just starting off small, but important to actually just do something. Just to however small it is.
Yeah, and I think on a point for someone to say maybe who hasn't struggled as much with mental distress, but kind of has the daily gripes or anxiety, low mood sometimes, I think an interesting point from that is that happiness is a lifestyle. I think it's a choice you make every day, in a sense. This is going off on one a little bit, but I mean this not as in someone who's really struggling with mental distress, someone just day to day trying to get a better mindset. I know for myself, I'm jumbling my words up here, I'm trying to get them out. I always think happiness is when I've got this, or when I've done this, or when I've lost half a stone, or when I've achieved this amount of money, or got this job. And I think it's only in the past 6 months or so where I've had a bit more time with my thoughts that I realised that it's a choice you make every day. That goalpost only moves every time you get to it. And I know this is not totally related to the step, but I think just translating it for someone who kind of doesn't struggle as much with mental distress, I think it's important to know that, yeah, taking one day at a time, and you choose what you do in the day rather than waiting for your destination. Am I making sense? I'm really rambling.
Yeah. It's not getting too wrapped up where you want to be or whatever, and say what can I do today is important, and how can I change the way that I'm thinking about this thing at the moment? Can I do anything different with this thing here? Yeah, I'm still on that journey, so to speak. But I've got. Well,
I think that's what I mean. Recovery and happiness, they're not a destination. They're a lifestyle. They're a choice every day. I think
yeah. And it's knowing that you have that choice, isn't it? And that you can. You can change your way that you think about something. In your life, you may not be where you want to be at the moment, but you can. You can sort of be reasonably. You can be okay.
Yeah.
At the moment, yeah, everything's okay. There's just going back to reading and the books that we talked about. I read a book a couple of years ago, Happy by Derren Brown. I don't know whether you've heard of it, Kris. About, again, focusing on, that trying to all the time, yeah, tell yourself that everything's okay, yeah. I'm okay. Everything's all right. Yeah, no matter what's going on in your life. Mostly it's okay. Mostly things are okay. Yeah. So it's keep telling yourself that there, and it's a positive sort of way of dealing with these things that try in life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just coming back to say, you mentioned earlier on about taking small steps as well and moving forward and getting on with your life. And it's something that changes can help with, and peer support groups, particularly as goal setting. It's
definitely
realistic goals.
Yeah.
So you might become unwell, and you say your goal might be to get better. Yeah, you need to break that down to what steps you can take to get better. Is a case of visiting a GP, attending changes meetings, speaking to family a bit better. So take different steps as opposed to just having that one big, almost unattainable as it is. It's just too over-facing, just suddenly get better. Or you may become too unwell to work, so you might have some time off, so you want to get back into work. So then you need to break down those. Look at your overall goal and break it down into more manageable steps, because you've got one big overarching, overreaching goal. You are going to get over-faced, and you're going to really start struggling to achieve that, and you're going to start feeling a bit stuck. So it's about, again, changes in the peer support groups can help to break down into more smart goals, isn't it? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely goals. Just try and help you keep moving forward step at a time.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. So looking at those various areas of that step, those social determinants, into and taking those small goals towards those. Yeah. That's getting on with your life. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much, Graham, and thank you, Megan.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.